We're about to react to Publish X, which is a channel that I watch all the time. I love their videos, the King Von video, the Dirk video, the Young Boy video, the motherfucking Hot Boy video. I think he did one on Glock 9. It's a great channel. He doing one about one of the hometown heroes, man, Rio the Young OG. This is called The Real Rio the Young OG Story documentary. I know quite a bit about Rio the Young OG, so we're gonna see if he get all his information correct. And if he got something wrong, I'm gonna correct him and I'm gonna say what's wrong.
I can't even really expect sympathy because I'm a grown man and it's just a part of life. When you in the streets, you gotta be ready to go do some prison time. But
that's a fact.
If you haven't already heard of Rio the Young OG, you might be familiar with his mixtape, Fiend Lives Matter, that dropped December 10th.
I think that bitch went number 3 on the charts, if I'm not mistaken.
It's getting a lot of recognition for breaking into the top 10 on Apple Music.
Yeah.
All while Rio is behind bars. He's currently serving 3 years and 8 months for possession of a gun and the intent to distribute controlled substances.
He got sentenced to like 4, but he might do 3 to 8 months. Let's hope the nigga come home tomorrow, man. I'm hoping this nigga come home tomorrow, man. We need Rio back out here on this earth so he can keep making money and keep building up his catalog with great classic music.
This is all stemming from a case that started in 2019. But while he was out on bond, he managed to climb his way to the top of the Michigan hip-hop scene.
Definitely. The GOAT of this shit, man.
And he was blowing up before everything came crashing down. He began his term in the summer of this year.
Minor setback for a major comeback, man.
But he's still been making noise. The buzz he built before getting locked up has been keeping his name alive. Rio is from Flint, Michigan, and he's been in the streets most of his life.
I'm glad he said Flint, Michigan, because a lot of motherfuckers think he's from Detroit. He is not from Detroit. He is from that 8, man, that big 810, man.
In his youth, he was forced by his uncle to sell drugs rather than focusing on his own future.
I'm going to take his word for it. Maybe Rio said that in the interview. I don't know if that's true or not. So I'm not going to put that on his uncle.
This led him down a shaky path, and before he knew it, he felt like it was too late to turn back. One of the unique physical features of Rio is the scar on his cheek. He said he got it when he was 12 and he was smoking weed with a friend. They got hungry and wanted to make French fries, so he heated up a pan of oil. Being high, he forgot about it, and before he knew it, the fire alarm went off. He was young, so the first thing he thought of was to grab water, forgetting about the pan of oil. He threw the pan of grease in a sink, turned on the water, and it exploded all over, scarring his face. Despite doctors
and his arm too. It scarred his arm. I think it's the right arm, but or the left arm. Well, it's one of them two. Well, obviously, they only got 2 arms. But yeah, he got that story right. He been doing his research.
Offering to remove it, he said it never bothered him and gave him a sense of identity. The first thing he thought of was to grab water, forgetting about the pan of oil. He threw the pan of grease in a sink, turned on the water, and it exploded all over, scarring his face. Despite doctors offering to remove it, he said it never bothered him and gave him a sense of identity.
That's real shit. That's how I feel about being handicapped. For those who don't know, I've been handicapped my whole life. And I got scars all over my body. I got scars on my thighs, on my legs, on my feet. I got 9 toes. I got a scar on my face right here. I got scars on my butt cheeks. I got scars all over my body, man, from being handicapped. I got a scar on my stomach and a scar on the back of my head from being handicapped. But I never looked at that as anything but some shit to tell my story with, man. My scars tell my life story. So when people see my body and they, oh, what happened here? What happened there? You know, it's a part of the story, man. It's a part of my life story, my movie, my biopic being played by me in real time.
He made a reputation in the streets and even shot a man in the leg when he tried to steal his bike. But after trying to work regular jobs,
he said that in the rap. We not gonna say if that's true or not, because that's illegal.
And juggling his street life, he made the decision to start rapping.
It happened fast, but to the outside world, it probably seemed like overnight. But I put in a lot of work.
He definitely put in a lot of work. He's been rapping since forever. It's songs from him dating back to 2016, 2015.
Like a lot of street guys who turned to rapping, he said it was just for fun at first. One day he was just chilling with his friends when he met a guy who was selling a music studio for $400, with all the equipment included. They bought it thinking it was too good of a deal to pass up, but they had no idea how to work any of the equipment. He says this is why his earlier music from 2016 and 2017 has no mix, and he admits it could have been a lot better.
Yeah, his shit was raw and rugged, but quality-wise, as far as beats and lyrics, it's still some of the greatest shit you will ever hear.
Regardless, he did well enough online that it motivated him to keep going. He has a unique flow and funny catchphrases which made his music stand out.
Yeah, I never heard a Rio song where I didn't laugh.
He says he always wanted to make music without a filter, so he's just saying everything nobody else wants to say on a song.
That's true too. The nigga be saying shit that I feel or that I think, but I probably never thought to say it out loud. For real.
Other Michigan rappers like Peasy co-signed Rio and gave him game on how he could blow up. He started
Shout out Peasy, man. A real one for doing that, man.
taking it more seriously, dropping song after song until the videos started taking off. In early 2019, he says he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. He got arrested with conspiracy to possess and intent to distribute cocaine base and heroin. He was named alongside 5 other people and was offered a plea deal. Rio said he had hoped for probation or an early release because he's only ever had 2 marijuana arrests on his record.
Free Rio, man. They gave him a lot of time to be a fucking first-time offender.
But in court, they pulled up his music videos and used his lyrics and visuals to help charge.
And that's some whole ass shit, man. Because listen, it be freedom of speech until shit like this happen, where niggas get motherfucking put into a predicament where they in front of them people in them courtrooms, and then it'd be like, oh, no more freedom of speech. Like, what kind of bullshit is that?
He sat for over 2 weeks before getting bonded out. Now he really needed money to pay for a lawyer. His cousin came to him and told him he should upload his songs to Apple Music and he could probably make a little money. Still feeling doubtful,
Smart idea.
he gave it a shot anyways. After getting a $1,600 check from Apple Music, he knew it was go time.
He called me like, hey, like you just got some money here. I ain't never seen that shit come this quick. I'm like, how much was it? He like $1,600. He went and got the money out the bank and brought it to me. And from there on, I'm like, I gotta do this.
Got to. Nigga got rich off his words, man. Nigga need to drop a project called Rich Off Words. Shout out Vezo, Rich Off Pints.
Before he knew it, his checks were doubling every month and he was making legit money, so he had no choice but to take it more serious. Rio really blew up in 2020 though for his album City on My Back that took off. At this
Facts. Blew up crazy.
point his name was reaching all over and he was getting millions of views every song he dropped. This buzz even got him songs with people like Lil Yachty,
Lil Yachty, Lil Uzi, Rowdy Rich, motherfucking, who else he got songs with, man? He got a lot of shit.
He was traveling, doing shows, selling features, and flexing his new success that he worked for years to get. Unfortunately, right in the middle of blowing up, he was still fighting the case from the year before.
That motherfucker icy as hell. I love gold, bro. If anybody know me, they know I love gold, bro.
In interviews, he was
Made me feel like a royal king. Shout out Lil E, man.
positive he could get off in probation. But the more time that went on, he revealed he did take a plea deal for 5 years in a federal prison. It came to light that the feds had surveillance footage and phone taps.
It was either 5 or 4. I forgot. Matter of fact, it was 5 because, yeah, I ain't finna say how I remember, but yeah, I remember it was 5. But hopefully he do 44 months, man.
That gave him no other option but to take a deal. When it comes to the feds, there's a high chance he won't need
Shout out E. Shout out Mike. Shout out Lou, man.
to do the full time, so he was really looking at 3.5 years or so.
Shout out YNJ in the back.
Regardless, this was sad to see after he had just blown up so much in under 1 year. He was about to take things to another level. In March of 2021, he released his song, Last Day Out. In the song, he gave some details on how long he was going away for. Putting a twist on the first day out trend, this song helped him gain more recognition for the people who may not have heard of him or knew what he was going through yet.
When he come home, he taking over the industry. Shout out to his kids.
Shortly after, he turned himself in and started his time. But make no mistake, he had already established himself enough that his team had music and videos that they were dropping to keep his name active. On December
That man is a workaholic.
10th, his mixtape Fiend Lives Matter came out and went crazy, proving even though he was gone, he was still gonna make noise for Flint, Michigan. This project landed him in the top 10 of Apple Music this week, which speaks volumes considering he's locked up. It's unfortunate he won't be here to celebrate with his fans, but we can hope he'll be home sooner than expected.
He gonna be home, man. Trust and believe. This man will be home in no time, bro.
And I ain't even doing it to stun on niggas. I want to motivate the broke hating niggas or the niggas with money that's hating, because it's a lot of them. I want to motivate y'all, bro. That's why I'm doing this shit. I love making music. I love taking care of my family, and I love motivating the youth.
I ain't a youth. You know what I'm saying? Well, I really wouldn't consider myself a youth. I'm 29, man. I'm young, but he motivated me. I'm older than him, and he motivated me. Cause I seen that nigga get to that bag. Motherfucking like no other, man. When I say niggas like Reed, Mike E, Lou, YNJ, and Crispy Life Kid, when I say niggas like them hometown heroes, I say that, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure I'm speaking for everybody who real from Flint, who can look at them and be like, dang, they made it. What make them so special? If they can make it from the same place, we can make it. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by make it is, I mean like make it anywhere in life. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even gotta be like a rapper. Seeing somebody in my city, from my city, just be successful in general. Shit on the floor, man. That's all I got to say, man. Motivation, inspiration, all that. Shout out to Publish X. Keep dropping these videos, man. I hope he do one on Mike, Lil E, YNJ, Crispy Life Kid, YSR Grams, Mello. I hope he do one on Xavier. I hope he do one on King Cash's, Tate Boogie. I hope he do one on motherfucking Cameron Tyler, Jeff Sky, Herb.
That's all I want. I really want. Went to. Bitch, I was went to. Instrumental. Went hard. All I smoke. That's all I want. I really want. Went to. Bitch, I was went to. Instrumental.
Industry right now. Real the Young OG, Babyface Ray,
Yes.
V's, Vezo,
Yes.
Peasy, Payroll.
So it sounds like you're taking a shot. That should be clear.
No. I'm just letting you know, like, they don't. You got to make sure you announce these names on the whole industry right now.